Black Desert is out. Everyone's waiting for Crimson Desert right now, myself included, but for me it's because I did not enjoy playing Black Desert. I think the game has many issues, you know, from my perspective at least, but I did love the community so much that it just felt so bad quitting the game because it felt like you were losing on something really great here. But now with Crimson Desert, I'm so glad that we can unite, and actually, I get to relive the best feature of Black Desert one more time, which is the combat. I've seen Crimson Desert combat, it looks phenomenal, and I can't wait to actually play this game. But for now, we can watch this and see what's going on with Black Desert.
Black Desert Online has been out for over a decade now, and last year I decided to try it out for the very first time. However, I didn't get very far because just like a real desert, Black Desert Online is very, very
overwhelming
big and slightly dehydrating. So naturally, I had to take a bit of a break. But now in 2026, while we're all collectively staring at the coming soon page for Crimson Desert like it's the holy relic.
It's like everyone who disliked Black Desert is waiting for Crimson Desert because they want to relive the good parts again. And I get that. I'm part of that ship, dude. I'm part of that crew. It's so relatable.
That's gonna save our souls.
Just a few more weeks.
Give BDO another go. So, for all of you new and veteran players alike, today I'll answer the only question that actually matters. Is Black Desert Online worth playing in 2026?
Ooh.
But before we dive into the grind, I should let you know that I have an ever-growing playlist of these Is It Worth It videos here on YouTube, so if you're interested in more retrospective reviews, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Fair enough.
Also, a big shout out to my wonderful Patreon supporters.
Black Desert is such a good game for some people,
are awesome.
But it's just not for me.
First things first, let's start with the character creator.
If
you've played games like Elden Ring or Dragon's Dogma 2, then you're probably used to spending hours making a character that looks like a perfect human specimen, only to cover them in heavy plate armor for the next 100 hours. Now, BDO is...
Well, it doesn't matter. It still enhances the RPG element, and I think Black Desert did a phenomenal job in customization. You can actually take other people like customization if they posted them, and you just can craft your own. The only missing feature, and I understand why they don't have it because this game is over 10 years old at this point, is that you can take a picture of yourself and the I guess the AI or whatever the hell, no, not AI, just a computer, right, just kind of try to make it look similar to the picture you posted. And I think that's dope. Wherein Meat has it, and it saved me so much time on customization. So I really wish this game would have it too, but I understand it's an older game, so obviously they wouldn't have that. But still, the customization features are insanely good in BDO, so I really hope that any other game that follows suit will do the same, or even better, if that's possible even.
Different because, well, you're not covering anything up. The sliders for this game are, for a lack of a better word, cultured. You see, I spent about 4 hours just tweaking my new Seraph's facial structure, and of course, you can never go wrong with a bigger bottom half. Seriously though, BDO has one of the most in-depth character creators on the MMO market. You can adjust the length of your hair.
And by the way, he's not joking about that too. This is important. You need to let people customize their character. The thing that I hate the most about Western MMOs is the fact that they don't let you customize your own character, or they're limiting you to a certain extent. I didn't like that. Never. I never understood why it was good for the game, but I understand why they do it. They try to push a certain narrative on you that, of course, is not going to fly. But still, it's so cringe that you need to turn to Eastern MMOs to actually have fun creating your character. It's so dumb.
Strands, the wetness of your skin, and so much more.
Look how extensive that is.
This brings us to the gameplay loop, which is the reason this game is still alive and kicking. Once you actually step into the world with your Seraph or whatever other class you picked, you realize pretty quickly that this is not World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy XIV.
Nope.
No. Black Desert is actually just Tekken disguised as an MMO. I realized this when I tried to drag a very cool looking ability into my hotbar and the game basically slapped my hand away. See, you can only hotkey specific skills with yellow outlines, but the rest, well, you will have to memorize those, like Shift Q, down F, and Shift plus left click. And at first I felt like I was trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while being attacked by goblins, because my fingers were doing gymnastics they were definitely not trained for.
Yeah, WoW players, and I'm speaking as one of them, we're so dumb, and we can't do anything but like, just click this one button, and we have the simplest rotations out there. It's not even remotely close to BDO. Whenever we come into BDO, we'll look at what you guys have, and we're like, oh man, this is like rocket science shit. Like, this is advanced, and it was so difficult to memorize. But personally, for me, I'm also a fighting games Andy, so for me, it felt right at home. I actually enjoyed that a lot. I thought the combat was so good. Man, I truly miss it. I truly miss it. It's the only part I missed,
But
though.
then, hours upon hours later, it clicked. You see, I've mostly been maining the Seraph for this playthrough, and let me tell you, watching her tie together combo after combo is purely hypnotic.
She looks
You see, there's
insane.
this one mechanic where you switch into her Purgatum mode, where she basically turns into a Dark Angel, and the screen just explodes in black and red particle effects,
What
and it
the
is very cool. Hitting those big attacks as she flourishes her giant sword makes
insane.
my monkey brain go awooga every single time.
Funny you say monkey brain. I played as Wukong because he's my favorite mythological character, and God bless the Nimbus attack that you use to travel. It's not really an attack, it's just like a traveling thing. It's so good. It's so good, man. I literally want to log back into the game again just to do it one more time and leave. It's so good. And it's so unfortunate that Western MMOs would never get to do these type of abilities because they're too afraid. They're too afraid it's like covering the screen, and they're too afraid of like, I don't know, like games being good. I'm not really sure what to say here. We never see these type of abilities in Western MMOs, and it's so frustrating, man, because we want this. Maybe not every single one of them needs to be that flashy, but give us like one or two, right? Just give us something to strive for. It's so annoying. Like, why don't we have this? This is good.
I also jumped back onto my Mystic for a bit, which is BDO's version of
Man,
an
he maxed
expert
those
martial
sliders.
artist, because sometimes you just want to punch things. And the weight behind the punches and kicks is still unmatched.
Oh, he's playing the striker, right? It's such a
When you
fantastic
land
class.
a hit in this game, you feel it in your spine. The sound design is crunchy, the enemies fly backward, and the camera shakes like it's experiencing a localized earthquake.
Well, you should reduce the camera shake.
But the real magic happens once you reach level 56, because this is where you unlock
Awakening.
your class's Awakening, and where
Yeah.
the game basically takes off the training wheels. You see, up until that point, I was kind of just one-shotting mobs like I was cutting grass. But after reaching 56, enemies on your level starts hitting back, and your kit opens up into this insane flow of combos that you just didn't need to use for most of your
Damn.
leveling
He got
experience.
ganked. I can't watch this, man. I can't watch this. I actually want to log back into the game, but I know it would be detrimental because I won't play it for like more than 2 minutes. I'll just do one ability and I quit. It's so good. It's so good.
And the
Oh, he's
combo
not playing
system
the
is
striker, I
satisfying
think.
in a way
He's playing a Mystic?
very few games manage to pull off. So, the combat is absolute fire. It is crunchy, it is satisfying, and it makes you feel like a god of war.
God bless. Look at that.
But, as always, there is a price to pay for this kind of power. Because the moment you stop punching things and actually try to interact with
Oh.
the game's systems, you are
it is.
immediately reminded that this is a Korean MMO
Yes.
from 2014.
So fact, so fact. It doesn't matter if it was from 2026, brother. Like, they do the same thing over and over and over again. It's just they're, it's what they're used to in the East, so they do it. They don't really cater for Westerners like us that get dumbfounded whenever they look at two like screens. But yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's so unfortunate. Look at this. This is revolting, man. All of these gift, HOTS, whatever, login rewards. It's so confusing. It's sensory overload, and it's just too much information. You don't need this inside of your MMO to be successful. I get that they're trying to nickel and dime their players because, again, it's common there for Eastern MMOs. Like, literally, every single Eastern MMO is like this. You can look at even Lost Ark, which done way worse job than Black Desert Online in, absolutely making sure that the game just dies because of irrelevant systems and gatekeeping. This is considered light compared to that game, but still, it's not good. It's not good. I remember logging in, and I literally got a mythical horse mount after 5 minutes of playing, and I had like 8 different gifts and all of this stuff to read. A game should be simple. It shouldn't be that I wouldn't even call it complicated. It's just too much. It's just way too much stuff that you're getting. It's not really complex system. It's just the fact that you're getting too much of it early on.
And that takes us to the new player experience.
Ooh.
If you are a new player in 2026, I really hope you like notifications. Because the second you log in, the game treats your screen like
Perfect.
a Times Square billboard.
Yep.
You have login awards, Black Spirit's Adventure dice rolls, challenge rewards. It is kind of overwhelming. You also get bombarded with so many items that I found myself staring at my inventory like, I have no idea what this advice...
You see what I'm talking about? I haven't pre-watched this. I literally haven't pre-watched it. It's just my experience. It's so bad. Like, it is really that bad.
Of Valks is, but it looks important, so I guess I'll just keep it forever. However, amidst this mess, there is one feature that is absolutely genius. Pets. Now, I didn't realize this at first, but your pets actually run around and loot enemies for you. To whoever designed this, dude, you deserve a Nobel Prize. You don't have to click
To be fair, Maple Story did it first.
on corpses if you don't want to, because you can just focus on pure murder while your dog picks up the change. 10 out of 10, man. But hold on, then there is the dialogue, or as I
Yeah.
like to call it, the great
slog.
yapping. Now, don't get me wrong, the localization is actually pretty good for this game. The writing can be genuinely clever at times, and characters like Eileen, whom you meet early on, are actually pretty charming.
Over there! A ghost! Oh, that was scary. I've never been ghosted before.
But the cutscene presentation,
Did he mean that?
and the pacing of these conversations is just oof.
Horrendous.
You'll be clicking through rows and rows of text. Yap, yap, yappity, yap, yap. And just when you think the conversation is over, the camera
the
does a
ghost buddy.
snappy fade to black, plays a mission complete sound effect, and then continues the conversation from a slightly different angle.
Yeah, and you need to realize all of this text could have been cut by half. Most of the stuff that they're saying is irrelevant. Nobody cares about that. And they bombard it with you early on. It's so frustrating to listen to. It's just like nails on chalkboard, so you end up just skipping everything.
Happens constantly. And eventually, your brain just kind of checks out. You start
Yep.
automatically skipping dialogue, not because the story is bad or anything, but because the game just refuses to get to the point. It's a shame,
Absolutely.
really, because buried under all that yapping is actually a pretty decent story about political turmoil and fracturing realities.
In an abominable act, he summoned the evil god Kazaka, unleashing a wave of corruption that left all it touched neither living nor dead.
So, at the
And that is unfortunate, by the way, because if you can hook players to the story, you can hook them to the game, even through bad systems. So they completely missed out on that, and I feel like this is something that Guild Wars 2 has a problem with as well, because Guild Wars 2 new player experience and the first story that you experience in the base world of Tyria is garbage. It could have been, like, so many missions could have been just dropped from the game, and it would have stayed the same. So, I mean, it's so bad that ArenaNet doesn't go back and fix it, but at the same time, like, yeah, I do understand they might be lacking the manpower and stuff. I just really hope that BDO wouldn't have fallen for the same trap. It's just unfortunate, man. Sometimes less is more. You need to remember that.
end of the day, is Black Desert Online worth playing in 2026?
No.
Well, I would say yes, but you
Of course.
should keep a few things in mind. First of all, you are not signing up for a Shakespearean narrative here. If you want a story that makes you cry like a newborn baby, go play Final Fantasy XIV. If
Yes.
you want to participate in massive PvP battles as your PC struggles to keep up, go play Guild Wars 2.
Hey.
But if you want a game where you can spend 6 hours perfecting your character's thigh measurements and then spend the rest
Oh man, he's not even going to mention World of Warcraft. God damn it, dude. Even when we have a new expansion literally in a couple of days, like, damn, that's crazy. Okay.
of the night sending monsters into low Earth orbit with an uppercut and
Yeah, it
celebrate your
sucks.
efforts with a gorgeous vista, well then you should play Black Desert Online. BDO is like a really good hamburger, but the cook forgot the pickles and the sauce. Is it missing some ingredients? Sure. But it's still a damn tasty hamburger even if it's all just bread, meat, and cheese. And look, we have to give credit where it's due, because the devs are still cooking. This game is over a decade old, but they are constantly throwing new updates at us. I mean, we just got the new Seraph class in late 2025, which
I
is
heard she
hands
was good.
down one of the coolest, most modern feeling classes I've played in an MMO. So, my advice, go ahead and give it a shot. In worst case scenario, you lose a few hours of your life. However, best
Yeah,
case
it is
scenario,
free.
you find your new comfort game. Just try to stay away from the Pearl store. And if you find that impossible to do, then at least try to be responsible with your wallet. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thanks for
Huh. Interesting. Okay, seems to be the end of the video. So he haven't spoken about many of the problems ahead with the game, like the auto navigation. Maybe you didn't find it problematic. I heard that a lot of people thought like auto navigation was good because the world is really big and sometimes you just don't want to walk. Personally, for me, I couldn't care less. I hate auto navigation. It has no place inside of an MMO. If you can't afford to walk inside of an MMO and to experience the world for yourself, then don't play it. That's just my opinion. I'm fully aware that many people would disagree with me. Again, it's just my opinion. So, also, what didn't talk about? The fact that combat, they give you so many abilities at first, at which he did talk about the story, that they give you too much dialogue at first, but he didn't mention it for the combat. So I guess he should have been mentioning that, because I think that's important. When you throw too many abilities all at once, and guys, when I say too many abilities, I mean like 7 or 8 abilities, like right out the gate, okay? That's plenty. Like, that's a lot. In World of Warcraft terms, it's like, I don't know, in dog years, right? Because in World of Warcraft Classic, I mean, you get all of your abilities so slowly. Like, they literally trickle down that shit to you. And in retail, it's way faster, but not even remotely close to BDO level. I think they're just giving you way too much early on, especially when the combo system is that extensive. So I would have liked to see a little bit of a slower pace on that. Other than that, the combat is sublime. Like, literally, it's the best combat system in any MMO whatsoever, and that's the main drawing feature. I don't think otherwise people would have played it as frequently. But to be fair, it is what it is. He spoke about a lot of things which I guess were kind of detrimental to the game, in my opinion. It was a good video. I enjoyed it a lot.